Hi there, and welcome back to another BobBlast. I'm Bob Burridge, and this is another one of my Loosen Up with Aquamedia painting assignments. This is day 2. Remember, day 1, what we did was the pear, right? And now day 2, we do simple subjects every day, simple subjects. I like to call it 4 years of art school, all done in 5 days. You're going to learn a little bit of everything. We cover everything. But today's assignment is I'm going to show you how to take a mess, one of my favorite things to do. Let's make a mess and then let it dry a little bit, and we're going to do some negative shape painting. My other favorite one is this technique where I put black paint over the whole canvas or the paper and start wiping it away. Negative shape painting again. I'm going to show you those two techniques. I like to do it. It works for me. So before I make a mess, I'm going to make sure I protect myself a little bit with putting some hand salve, like the Burt's Bees hand salve, all over my hands, right? I used to wear those gloves, but I put holes in those gloves. So this protects my hands a little bit, and it's also a lot easier for me to clean my hands at the end of the day. So now, in lieu of gloves, this is what I put on my hands, hand salve. I do have the color wheel. I am going to be using my color wheel. The dominant color will be green, all right? The focal point color will be this hot pink, and then the two spice colors will be this blue and this orange. I had them already out, ready to go. I have some of the other colors out there too. I just didn't want them to be so lonely. So the very first thing I'm going to do is wet a paper towel and get the dominant color down all over the whole place. Notice I put it on top of a warm tone background. Let some of that peek through. Nice and wet right now, really wet all over the whole place. Some more colors in here. Really make it. Notice I'm dabbing it. Don't want to swirl it around. It'll turn into mud. This is also fun to do with some rubbing alcohol, isopropyl rubbing alcohol. Throw some of it on top. Look at that. You get these incredible bubbles and swirls. Great stuff, right? The whole idea here is to make a mess. I'm using lots of color. This is the Holbein paint. It has a lot of pigment in it. There we go. There's my mess. I'm going to add some more colors just since we're making a mess. May as well make a mess. Still using the colors that were initially figured out in my color wheel. There we go. Add some black in here even. But notice what I'm doing. Just little dabs. Don't swirl it around. Give it a couple more shots of rubbing alcohol. Why not? Still wet. This only works if it's really wet and juicy. Okay? Make sure it's wet and juicy. It doesn't work on dry paint. There. It starts to paint itself after a while. I'll let it sit here and settle down while it's painting itself. We'll let it dry, and I'll come right back and start doing some negative shape painting. So this is the piece I just got finished doing, and I just now scraped in some lines with my fingernails that indicates somewhere where I want the vase to be. And the rest will be flowers. Remember, this is all about taking a mess, we made our own mess, and then doing some negative shape painting. In other words, get rid of the part that doesn't look like a vase. Here we go. I'm gonna get started right into it. Big wide brush, big wide brush. Get the big shapes down first. Lots of white on my brush. Since its dominant is green, I'm gonna make sure that even that the background's gonna be somewhat green. All right, so there's the vase, something like this. Something like this. There we go. Indicating a table. See, it starts to paint itself after a while. If you just get out of the way, right? Here we go. I'm even painting this upside down. I actually can see it better if it's upside down. Big shapes. Big wide, wow, pretty dramatic. I have to make sure that this vase can hold all these flowers. So you're gonna have to get rid of some of them. Here we go. The balance is a little bit better. There we go. Now the base down in here. All right. Using my fingers. There we go. Now at this point, I need to find the focal point color. Well, so it's dominant is green. Look at all the different greens I have here. Let me get over here. There we go. The dominant color is green. So it's mostly green. Focal point is that hot pink color. Here we go, that hot pink color. I'm adding lots of white to it, so it becomes more opaque. Hot pink. Whoa, what a color. And I'm going to put it right where I would think there we go, the golden section might be. Yeah, somewhere in there. Especially when you think of the golden section. The tic-tac-toe, there you go. Cool, somewhere in there. That's the focal point. I'm going to add some of that color other places too. Keeping it loose. No details. No details. I'm going to lighten up this table just a little bit. Keeping it dominant. Green. There we go. Yeah, it looks like there's a shadow underneath there. There we go. I'm going to give this a little highlight up in this area. A little bling bling. Ching! Something like that. And softening the background. There we go. It's a loose way, a very loose way of painting a vase of flowers. Basically, it's taking a mess and then getting rid of the part that doesn't look like a mess. Look, I'm still splashing. Yeah, that's some fun. And it starts to paint itself. A very abstract way, a very loose way. It's one of the ways. Let me show you the other way I love to paint. And here's another technique. I just think it's a whole lot of fun because you never know how it's going to turn out. Basically, I put a lot of dark color, in this case black, over the whole paint, and while it's still wet, I start wiping it away, getting rid of the part that does look like flowers on this one. Okay, let's get started. Here we go. So I have my watercolor paper, 300-pound watercolor paper. I already have it gessoed. I have to put a mark on the back side because I never know which side's been gessoed. So I put a mark on the back, duh. So I know this side's been gessoed. Here we go. Let's start off with lots of black. This happens to be black acrylic, Mars black. This is the whole bind paint. And I'm putting it over the entire piece. Even more. Let's really put a whole lot out there. Here we go. It has so much pigment in it, and that's what I like about it. I work fast here. Now remember, we're going to try and get rid of the part that does look like flowers, so here we go. I can also put some alcohol at this point too. Look at that. It starts to paint these little flowers. Cool, huh? All right. Let's get back into some wiping some more. Here we go. Wiping away. There we go. Composition. Kind of cruciform, right? Now we can actually come in with some white paint. Whoa. Fun way of painting flowers. I have no idea what kind of flowers they are. And that's not really what I want to show. I want to show people how exciting it is to be a painter. Notice I'm working all over the whole place. Don't stay in one area too long. This paint is very wet. Woo-hoo. Here's where I get into drawing. It's crazy, huh? Now you know why I put that Burt's Bees salve on my hands. A little texture, here we go. all the way down to the original color of the gesso. Here we go. And that's another technique I love to do. Try them. It's a fun way to get started in the morning or any time during the day. Thanks again for watching. And remember, this is just one of the many workshops that I do, my Loosen Up workshops. Can't wait to show you the next one. Stay tuned. But wait, I have one more thing to show you. This fantastic gold. This is one of the golden products I love so much. Quinacridone gold, right? It's transparent, all right? And since while this one here is drying, it's still pretty wet. Let me go over to the one that already is dried. And let me show you one of the cool things about working with paints that you know are transparent. So, oh my gosh. Starts to look like a Rembrandt painting. Sure it does, Bob. Look, I'll even pour it right on it. I love this. It's a great, wonderful, rich color. Look at that color. And then, even while it's still wet, I'll come in with some white on a paper towel. There we go. Still has a focal point. Bring some of the color down into here. Wow. Looks so rich, doesn't it? And I'll let it alone. Hard to let it alone when it looks so beautiful, so many possibilities. And that's what I do with the gold on top of it. So it starts to have this really rich Rembrandt kind of quality to it that I like so much. Hey, again, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Can't wait to show you. Hey, you're still here, and so am I. So let me take this opportunity to tell you about my Loosen Up workshops. You know, my Loosen Up workshops were developed a long time ago for two kinds of artists. Those who are just beginning and just needed to know, I need some basic steps. And for those of us who have been painting for a long time and stuck in the style and just wanted a kick in the butt and, you know, come and take one of my Loosen Up workshops. You know, and it moves quickly. There's a lot of fun. We do a lot of different subject matters, as you can tell from some of the subjects I have behind me. We make it all up. It's a great fun time. And I'm all over the United States. And here are some locations where I'm going to be doing some of these Loosen Up workshops. Here are some of them. Pencils out. Okay, April 1 to 6, Scotts Valley, California at 1440 Multiversity. Can't wait to go there. It's a really unique place. Check it out. May 3rd to 5, Visual Artists Alliance of Springfield, Missouri. Another great place, okay? Check that one out. June 10 to the 16th, Dillman's, Lac du Flambeau, up there in Wisconsin. They're the people that take me to Paris, Cuba, all over the place. They got a great resort. I love going there because they have the cabins, the kitchens. They take care of us. The lake's there. We can go out on a boat ride if we want. It's just fantastic. I call them paintcations for me. And yet I'm painting late at night if you want to. Great place. Wonderful people. They take care of us. They've been doing this for a long time. August 6th to the 10th, Mendocino Art Center. You know how much I love to talk about Mendocino Art Center. All about loosening up. September 4 to 7, North Valley Art League in Redding, California. You know, I think that's enough. Pencils down. There'll be a test in the morning. Hey, thanks for watching Loosen Up workshops. I've been doing it for a long time, and I love doing them. I can't wait to see you there. Take care.